So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
And this is Drogba. Decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Now that looks a decent ball. Raúl unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ambitious ball here. That's the keeper's ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, there's a probing ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He has found the way through. Oh, what has happened here? Towering header! Goal! Galatasaray! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Galatasaray already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Tries to cross, well read, and the danger is averted. Gerrard, can he get it through? No, no way through. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Kukçu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been cut short. Beckham, a player who needs no introduction. Great vision. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Raúl, and he shoots! Well taken goal. AC Milan are all square. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And a header! Goal! Galatasaray! Into the lead once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Galatasaray now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Galatasaray looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Beckham, Pato, great Pato! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Couldn't squeeze it through. Raul. Then it's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Raul. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Raul. That's Beckham. Pedri. Raul. Now it's Kukçu. Nice. There's the header! Off the post! Pato gets flagged offside. So a temporary halt to the action.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Galatasaray largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're underway for the second half. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he? They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. And it's Beckham. Raul. And this is Pato. And a chance! Rijkaard. Kaka. Chance here to counter. Oh, it's a great ball here. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pedri. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Short changes him with that pass. Pedri. Pato. It's Pato! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
After 57 minutes is number 13,
Galatasaray visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Beckham. He's through here. So much. Mbappe! Could be dangerous. And again!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Pato. It's Pato! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Galatasaray with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. He might just about within shooting range. Caicedo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the...
Pato! That is decidedly lacking.
Alexander Pato clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's decided to go for it. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And it's made its way to him. Nice interception, well timed. Caicedo. Just about up to 75 minutes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Raul. And no, that was never going to make it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pedri engages and forces him off the ball. Kaká. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! Caicedo. And the pass is intercepted. Drogba. Kukçu. Rijkaard. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kukçu, he's picked his way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries from a long way out. Great football, shot and save. And it's Beckham. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Threads one in. That's been slipped through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kaká has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Substitution
Final
for
checks on the touchline. A change
Number
about to
25,
occur.
Caicedo. Number 13, Alexandre Pato. Number 17, Didier Drogba. Number 14,
Rodri.
Pedri.
Not too much to
Number
add on here,
4,
just a minute.
Adams. Coming on the field,
And that will be it. Galatasaray really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to... So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Galatasaray need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Beckham standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
And he decides to cross it. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it?
He leaps for it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pedri. Caicedo. Raul. Nedved. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. Raul. Galatasaray do have a chance to counter here. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Caicedo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. It's Pato!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Galatasaray have their second corner now. Caicedo is onto this. Pedri! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe finds himself offside. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And here's Pato.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's an chance! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kukçu. Raul. Now it's Raul.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cannavaro. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's the shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently?
And Messi! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Kukçu. Looking for options for movement. Kukçu crosses it in here. Brilliantly cut out. Nicely aimed pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Driven in. Oh, great leap! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Some resolute defending there. Now it's Drogba. Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde. It's a searching pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Great ball if he can get there. Pato! In he goes again. Just cruising. They are cruising. Pomp, panache and passion. This a man full of it all. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Mbappe! And that is the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Galatasaray producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. And so the action is resumed. He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Azar. Tries to pass it through. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. Raul. Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but it's Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Galatasaray have their third corner. Beckham with the short one. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Drogba. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Nedved to Messi. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Crosses it in. A header! And there's a goal! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He'll try from distance. That is gorgeous from Raul. He's got himself an absolute peach. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Messi. Raul. Now it's Pato. Almost 75 minutes on the clock. Dani Olmo! Oh, denied at the last.
Inter certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Shot a goal!
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good climb! No, it's wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. Van Basten. Goulet, very much a player of the moment. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Out towards the flank. Goulet. Nice control. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that has not gone well. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Referee's given a throw. Guardiola. And here's Raul. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Van Basten. And he's managed to get free.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Lofted in. Guardiola attempts a clearance. Now it's Kukçu. Messi could move up a gear here. Adams cuts out the pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tries from a long way out. Oh, impressive strike. That should be it. That will be it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up. Galatasaray are looking to get a flying start here in the long
Hello,
race towards the
everybody,
finish
and
line.
welcome to today's
This is a
match.
day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be.
Galatasaray.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Bayer Leverkusen have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Good ball, good take. Shevchenko! And that's really well manoeuvred. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Dani Olmo. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very...
It's Totti! Raul. No, he's not getting past him there. And he lines up a cross. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Beckham, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice physical challenge. Galatasaray are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now he's running away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the ball is out of play. Fiore. That's a good foray he's making. This looks promising. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's cut it out. Sanchez. Beckham. Ball played for Pato. Over to the right flank. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Drogba. Fiore. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Shevchenko. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Caicedo. Beckham. Raul. Kirkchu. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedri.
Bayer Leverkusen really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Fiore. And it's Totti. And they can counter here. Great vision. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Kirkchu. Caicedo. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and it's made its way to him. Pedri crosses. Fiore. Totti. Fermin. Tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lopez. Totti. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Sanchez gets over and intercepts. That's a cute ball. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Well, that pass isn't the best. Raul. And it's Beckham. Beckham purring through the gears. Kante defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Totti. Beckham. Raul. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Caicedo receives it in a good position here. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go. He's having a pop! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And the counter is on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Kukçu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Totti. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Raul.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is Conte.
Galatasaray really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great chance! Well, now, and he's following up! Caught offside that time. Beckham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Totti. He has found the way through. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Not the most convincing of passes. Kukçu. Totti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Totti! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with...
And Beckham! David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Galatasaray cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Saliba. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Shevchenko. And he plays one through. Totti.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about...
Fiore! It's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Bayer Leverkusen have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Totti. Beckham. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Galatasaray.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And here's Dembele. And the counter is on. Now it's Pato. That's an imaginative pass. Stam. Neymar. And he was quick to react. Raul. And this is Pato. Pedri. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Kukçu. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking to play him in. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Beckham to take it as usual.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Oh, takes a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham with the short one. Played into the... Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Caicedo is there, and he can pick it up. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Drogba. And Beckham! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the cross comes in.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Galatasaray have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Pedri in acres of space out wide. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Big chance! Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Pato. And this is Drogba. Gerrard. Shevchenko. Raul. And here's Beckham. Now this could be... It's Pato! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Alexander Pato actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Galatasaray get their 4th corner. Drogba! Neymar. Pato! Now, who's going to be first this time, surely? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And here's Drogba. That has been cut short. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Pedri. It's played through for him. Drogba has it in a wide position. Oh, great leap! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. He's in a great shot goal! He would have been quick to recover this. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Oh, delightful ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Caicedo looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well read, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Raul, nicely weighted ball. Good ball, and it's past. Pato! The pass has gone astray. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And now,
Galatasaray come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kukçu spots it and intercepts. Drogba. Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And for a moment, time stood still. Gerrard! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Looking tidy in possession here. Look at the space. It's Dembele! Galatasaray still behind thanks to that solitary strike. That is good alertness. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Neymar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Galatasaray are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Neymar. And this is Shevchenko! Beckham. And this is Pato. And it's Pedri. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Nicely aimed pass.
Galatasaray really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
a lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Pato. Now it's Raul. That looks a good ball through. Beckham. And again! Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. Galatasaray are back in business. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Substitution.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Drogba. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Drogba. Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hangs in a cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Gerrard. Azar. It's Xabi Alonso. And he's had it nicked away. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rijkaard. Now it's Gerrard. And he shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 13.
Time for a change in personnel. Galatasaray look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Number 10.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Coming on the field.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Number 24.
He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And surely that clinches it. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Those of you making their way home on
Your
public
final thoughts,
transportation
Jim?
today, please.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a
Galatasaray
monumental occasion.
Against Turkey.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. Ball's gone out of play. Pinches it off him. Searching pass he's played there. That's been cut out, well played. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Shevchenko. Drogba. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for a runner. Beckham. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Kukçu. Kukçu in acres of space out wide. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Now it's Olise. Now it's Drogba. Caicedo. Now it's Pato. Pedri. That is good strength. No, there's no going past him this time. Raul. Raul plays it in. Oh, important interception. He's gone for goal! So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Knocks it out wide. Pedri finding himself in space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Backward it goes, and the finish! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Foot in. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Pato. Beckham to take it as usual. Beckham goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, delightful ball. And he's straight offside. Cannavaro. Now it's Drogba. Galatasaray have a free kick. Kupchu. And Caicedo. Beckham. And it's Azar. And he's been shifted off it. Caicedo. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Kupchu. Tries one from range. Now who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping. Thinks about the shot. Shevchenko. And he's lost his man here. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedri. Kupchu. Nicely spread. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. Xavi Alonso. Olise. That's a good foray he's making. Picked out brilliantly. Alexander-Arnold showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through. Oh, and the shot! So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. It's a pretty loose pass. Goes for a shot! Galatasaray get their fourth corner. Beckham plays it short. Kachu! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Azar with the delivery. Oh, well played. Drogba. Beckham. It's a searching pass. Pato was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Drogba! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Galatasaray got as close can be right on the whistle, but it was not to be.
And a quick reminder
So we reached the halfway point.
Galatasaray really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So let's get the ball rolling.
Galatasaray are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Pato. Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Olise. And it's Azar. And it's Robertson. And that is headed for... Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Pedri. Beckham. Raul. Xavi Alonso. And here's Azar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shevchenko, real chance! Brilliant from Shevchenko! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away.
Oh, he's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Raul is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Alonso. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Azar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, he's burst through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Plays it across, and he was alert to it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, what a mistake! No, that's been intercepted. Raul. Inzaghi, who does have an assist to his name. Nice looking ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Back in once. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Beckham. Raul. Howson calmly anticipates. Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Beckham. Xavi Alonso gets on his bike and on the move. Caicedo. Now it's Pato. Now it's Drogba. Shevchenko. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Xavi Alonso wins the duel this time. He is through here. Can he finish? And there's a goal. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip.
Pato!
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That's a good run down the left. And it's Azar. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Pato. Looking to play him in. Rudiger pokes it out wide. Not the most convincing of passes. Kukçu. Drogba. Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Galatasaray truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Galatasaray perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Donatoni, Berbatov, he is through here. Tries a shot, and he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Olise. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. And he's heaved it away. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Beckham with the short one. Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Might be danger here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Berbatov, and it's O'Reilly. And here's Donadoni. Nice bit of trickery. It's a promising position. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Beckham. Drogba. Berbatov. Donadoni.
Galatasaray really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Raul tries to play it through, and this is Pato, always goal side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no joy this time. Drogba. Beckham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Donadoni. Well, that has not gone well. Pedri. And it's Beckham. Foot in. Beckham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Pato. And he's quick to snatch it back. De Bruyne. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Drogba. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Beckham. And here's Drogba. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Beckham. Pato. It's Pato! There was plenty of power on that.
Galatasaray certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Pedri. Pedri! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's the shot! And the pass is intercepted.
There will
It's
be
Caicedo.
1 minute added time.
Galatasaray have got it back, and they'll have another go. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! And no mistake. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit.
And that is all they have time for. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Galatasaray will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Galatasaray are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Beckham. Albert Ferrer. And this is Pato. He has found the way through. Shoots! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And now he has two. Chance for a shot! Tries to get it clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
In with the challenge. Dani Olmo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Albert Ferrer receives it in a wide position. Elise's cross. Oh, good effort! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Somewhat off target. Drogba. De Bruyne gets across to intercept that. Knocks it into space. Beckham. So what can they make of this? Great ball, it's Drogba! Oh, denied brilliantly!
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
De Bruyne. Berbatov. Albert Ferrer. And it's De Bruyne. This is a promising build-up. Olise is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Raul. Drogba. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Berbatov.
Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Dani Olmo. And Donatoni. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo running with the ball. And a chance! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 6.
Well, the two coaches
De Bruyne.
are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Played through for the wide man. Elise has it in a wide position. Galatasaray needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
But he's well positioned here.
Galatasaray nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh no, what has happened here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Berbatov. That's going wide left. And he's quick to return it. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
That is good alertness. And that will be the final act. Galatasaray, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Galatasaray against Borussia Dortmund.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
That ball looks a good one. Batistuta! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Sanchez promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Drogba. Kupchu is in a really good position out wide. Batistuta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caicedo.
Galatasaray are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Zanetti. And here's Drogba. And he's being shifted off it. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's got away. Now the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Batistuta is onto this. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Schneider. Now it's Batistuta. Sanchez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Pato. Drogba. Oh, good ball. And it's Pedri. Azar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Batistuta.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Beckham. Rijkaard. Batistuta is herring after that one. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for options for movement. It's played through for him. And he's definitely onside. Kupchu. And that has put paid to that. Batistuta. Drogba. Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Schneider. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Galatasaray come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. And here's Drogba. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Pedri, Beckham, Pedri. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Donadoni. Galatasaray, still this single goal behind. And here's Drogba. Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Raul! That was quite a hit. Beckham standing over it. Beckham goes short. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now then, the ball's come loose. Azar. That has been slung wide. Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Galatasaray really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's all alone! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Look at the space here! Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 10, Raul. Number 17, Didier Drogba. Number 13,
Galatasaray still have the cards to affect this game.
on the field. Number 22,
Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No way through.
Darwin Núñez. Number 11,
Now it's Inzaghi.
Substitution.
Now it's Rashford. Sanchez has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Darwin. That's going wide left. Nakata. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Galatasaray have their second corner now.
Galatasaray really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Threads one in. Rashford with the cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Darwin. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal has the space to scheme. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little... Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Good chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Galatasaray get their 4th corner. Zanetti clears. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Nunez. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Nakata. Kukçu. And he is dashing away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Pedri. Van Basten. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Galatasaray were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
And now, please...